Hello everybody, I am Leslie Fink, also known as Fit Life with Fink, here with a recipe for you for a side vegetable or just maybe even a snack if you want it. We're going to make roasted buffalo cauliflower bites. I'm very excited about this. This is one of my favorite things. So just so you know, so you can get all of the ingredients you want, you're going to want a head of cauliflower that we're going to chop up shortly. You're going to want just 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. If you don't have cornstarch, you can use arrowroot powder, which you probably don't have arrowroot powder, but you can also use all-purpose flour. It's 2 to 1. So when my recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, you just double it to 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and it will do the exact same thing. You're going to have extra virgin olive oil. You're going to have garlic powder. You're going to have black pepper. You're going to have pink Himalayan salt. You're going to have chili powder. You're going to have smoked paprika, and oh, I don't have it even out here. I have to get it. Unsalted butter and hot wing sauce. Okay, let me get that. Unsalted butter, and what I love is Frank's hot wing sauce, but you can use any kind of wing sauce that you like, whatever you want for that. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to cut up your cauliflower into large florets, like they're going to be bunches. Okay, so we'll look at those in just a second. Okay, so one thing I did want to mention, one thing I do with all of my recipes, I have 2 bowls. I have a bowl to put whatever vegetable is in so we can get it all ready and set it aside, and I always have a trash bowl. So trash bowl, I cut off all the ends of the cauliflower that we don't want, and then you just want the florets like this. You can cut off the ends of whatever you don't really like. You know, I'm not a big fan of the ends of the florets. I just like the tops of the florets. So you can cut them off like that. It's really simple. And throw it in your little bowl, or you know, you can cook it like that and just not even eat that part, right? So it doesn't matter either one. It's not a fancy thing. So you're gonna take your bowl just like this, and you're gonna put all of your little florets in there. As you get them ready, you just don't want them like this is too big, right? You don't want something this big. So you're gonna break these little florets up and get them to the place to where they're more like bite size kind of things, right? You also don't want them too small or they could burn. So, you know, like this is kind of okay. These are okay. You can cut off these ends. And you're going to just fill up your bowl with all of your cauliflower. And then we'll do our next step in 1 second. Okay, now we're going to make our sauce for it. So again, you can have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. If you don't have cornstarch, which I happen to be out of, which I usually do have, then you can do double, which would be 4 tablespoons of an all-purpose flour. So I'm going to do that. It's basically made for thickening, for like a coating on the buffalo, I almost said wings. They are like wings, the cauliflower. And then you're going to want a teaspoon of chili powder. Again, you can adjust that a little bit to your liking. A teaspoon of smoked paprika, which is, it'll add a flavor you can't even believe that is there. The flavor of smoked paprika is just truly, it's one of my favorite ingredients that I use on a lot of different things. A teaspoon of garlic powder. You could probably use, I've never used fresh garlic on this, but you probably could. And then just to your liking, a little bit of black pepper. You can use whatever kind of pepper you want, and I always recommend a pink Himalayan salt. And you're going to mix that up. So you got the cornstarch or the flour, you got your garlic powder, you got your black pepper, you got your paprika, your chili powder, and your salt. And you're going to mix that all up in here. And then you're going to get 2 tablespoons of your extra virgin olive oil. And you're going to put that in here. 2 tablespoons. And you're going to mix that up in there in the bowl so it's all mixing up together. And it makes like a little sauce in there. It's thickening. It's supposed to look thick. That's the whole purpose of the flour, is to thicken it. You want it to look thick. So I'm calling it a sauce, and it's really not really, basically. Okay, now we're gonna get our cauliflower. Okay, so this is our cauliflower that we cut up, remember? And then you're gonna put, it really turns into more of a paste, and you're gonna put that on the cauliflower in there. Yeah, I'm calling it a sauce. It really probably should be called a paste. And then you want to just mix it all up in there. Again, this is for me, this is my meal prep. I really just get in there and I make sure every single one is coated with the sauce. That's what you want to do. You want a coating on it. That's how it's going to cook really good. It doesn't have to be a thick coating. You just want a little bit of flavor on each piece, because it's going to melt in that. When you're going to put it in, the oven is 425. Make sure your oven's heating up to 425. And it's going to kind of melt in there, and it's going to all kind of get in there together, and you're going to flip it and you're going to mix it. You could probably do this in a Ziploc baggie as well, but I like to do it with my hands because I can go to each little cauliflower floret and make sure that it is coated. This is really an amazing, easy recipe. This is not hard. So as you can see, they're all getting coated. If I see anything that's not, I can take another one. I can kind of rub my hands together and make sure it's all coated on there. Very simple, right? Yeah, it all is. It's right there, just coated together. And then you're going to have your sheet pan, and you're just going to put it right on there. And you want to spread it out a little bit and make sure that they're not all on top of each other, because then they won't cook evenly. And there are some little pieces in there that fell off, and if they get burned, I just throw them away. It's like not a big deal if the little pieces, you know, because you really are doing them. But you can see how it's very coated. So they're on here, and you're going to roast this cauliflower for 20 minutes before we do the next step, which is with the buffalo wing sauce. Okay. All right. So we're going to go cook this for 20 minutes. Okay, so you've had your cauliflower in the 425-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Flip 2 or 3 times through there to make sure you're getting it all evenly cooked. And then we're going to do our 2 tablespoons of butter with our 2 tablespoons of Frank hot sauce. I've already melted the butter. It's all melted. And you're just going to whisk that together. Just mix it together and put it in your bowl. Then you're going to put the cauliflower that you just got out of the oven. See, this is the cooked cauliflower we did. We got 10 more minutes after we coat it. So you're going to just put all this in there. Get it all in there. And you just want to be able to get it all mixed up with the wing. You can add extra wing sauce if you don't have enough. I think I do. Looks like I do. If not, I can add a little bit more. Oh, there's a little bit more in this little bowl. So, oh, look at that. You can smell it. I love the smell of Frank's. So we're going to mix all this up. We're going to put it back on the pan we just took out of the oven. We're just going to put it right back. It's hot. I'm grabbing it and it's hot. So you've got your pan. You're just going to put it right back on your pan. And make sure you spread it out to where, I don't want to miss any of this sauce, let me tell you. Get all the sauce. You're going to spread it out so it's even, and you're going to put it back on the bottom rack for 10 more minutes. Okay, y'all, this is the end of our roasted buffalo cauliflower bites. This was the last 10 minutes in the oven. They are absolutely perfect. They are coated, they are covered, and I even tasted one, and they are delicious. So I hope you enjoy these. I would love to hear back from you. If you want weekly meal plans, you can subscribe for 99 cents a month and get them every week, or you can just enjoy them here for free. I hope you have an amazing, amazing time, and I'd love to hear from you. Pink out.